How to end? Is dowry the wedding gift a sin? Yes, a very big sin. That is why parents of the unmarried boy must not demand dowry from the parents of the unmarried girl, either at the time of settlement of the marriage or at any time after the marriage. In reality, the institutional marriage of a girl and a boy is the foundation of the family structure. Since the need to get the girl married is overwhelming, the girl's parents are not able to refuse the demand of the boy's parents for dowry at the time of her marriage. Upon this, the girl's parents fear that if they do not give dowry to the boy's parents, then their girl will not get married. As such, the parents of the girl prefer to meet the dowry demands, so much so, even unjust and unreasonable demands of the boy's parents in order to get their girl married. Here the most obvious question arises as to what is actually dowry. Dowry is any cash, jewelry, valuables or property which the boy's parents demands from the girl's parents as a consideration of marriage. Dowry also includes demands made subsequent to the marriage by the husband or his family from the bride or her parents. No matter what, a girl is a blessed angel of the Almighty God who, after filling her own home with the frames of brightness, hopefully moves on to fill her husband's home with the favorable makeups. Thus, the newly married bride, right from the moment of stepping into the husband's home, tries to adjust everything because of the fact that everyone expects her to become the shadow of her husband as far as possible. Dowry harassment is social evil. What if after marriage the newlywed bride is harassed for more dowry by her husband and his parents? Then of course the consequences will be quite disastrous for the newlywed bride in case the demand for more dowry is not immediately met by the newlywed bride's parents. In such eventuality, social compulsions can compel the unfortunate wife to suffer helplessly. As a result, the Dowry Prohibition Act was specifically passed to bring an end to the social evil practice of dowry and penalize the giving and taking or abetting the giving and taking of dowry. For this reason, dowry is a serious offence and the woman herself can register a complaint on dowry against her husband with the police. Now coming to dowry death, which is a serious criminal offence. Sometimes the greed for more dowry makes her husband or the in-laws resort to wife burning, etc. So much so, within very short time, a young married wife is being burnt alive or beaten to death or forced to commit suicide. If a woman died in her matrimonial home within 7 years under unnatural or suspicious circumstances, a special legal provision was incorporated which is termed as dowry death. Despite dowry killing is very clearly a crime, yet there has been an alarming increase in the cases relating to the dowry death of innocent brides. Dowry harassment and dowry deaths. On the whole, numerous incidents of dowry harassment as well as dowry deaths every now and then abundantly portray the disrespectful attitude of the husbands towards their wives. Therefore, the disrespectful attitude of husbands needs to be thoroughly changed in order that all the disrespectful husbands sincerely follow the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman and start giving their full respect to their wives. So the husbands wholeheartedly performing the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman shall start treating his wife as a queen in his home while fulfilling his wife's all demands, emotions, aspirations, needs, etc. for the complete satisfaction of his wife in every manner, and also accordingly not only ending the whole matter of dowry harassment or dowry deaths, but also tremendously reducing the cases of dowry harassment as well as dowry deaths in the already overloaded courts. A girl child is not born as inferior. A girl child is an angel, so say the girl child. Without a doubt, there must be no sex selection of the child before birth because it is completely unfair, immoral, and wrong practice of the parents, more especially when a girl is never born as inferior. It is not understood that if a boy is born, it is considered a good and happy news, then how is that if a girl is born, it is sad? Whereas reality is that a girl is never born as inferior, and so there must be no sex determination leading to female feticide. Actually, the mentality that the girl is a liability ought to be changed come what may. If truth be told, a girl is in no way less than a boy. So much so, the girl is heroine of her own life. In fact, a girl is an angel, so always save her. Therefore, the family should most heartily welcome the girl child as goddess and happily celebrate the daughter. Practically in our country, the girl's parents fear that if they are not able to give the required dowry to the boy's parents, then their girl will not get married. Thus, the parents of the girl have to fulfill the unreasonable dowry demands of the boy's parents in order to get their girl married. Consequently, the complete observance of ever-increasing exorbitant dowry demands of the boy's parents is gradually making the girl child unwanted, and as such, the parents obviously consider that when a boy is born, it is good, and if a girl is born, then it is not good. Therefore, of course, parents eagerly prefer to first go for sex selection of the child before birth. As a result, our government passed the Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Prohibition of Sex Selection Act 1994, which makes it illegal to determine the sex of the child before being born. In generalness, this act has banned prenatal sex determination to stop female feticides, an offence which is cognizable, non-bailable, and non-computable. Evidently, the decline in the female-child ratio all over the country leads to an irresistible conclusion that the practice of eliminating female fetus by the use of prenatal diagnostic techniques is widely prevalent in our country, which itself calls for the crave of immediately exercising the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman so that there is absolutely no sex selection of the child to be born. Save the girl child and educate her. More notably, of late, there has been the most honorable and dignified move of save the girl child and educate her. truth is that the life is happening right now, and our government's decent effort to save the girl child and educate her, popularly called Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, is making progress very well and shall also further improve wonderfully. Like this, honestly performing the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman shall definitely make tomorrow for the girl child better than today, because the righteous initiative takes the human beings to the decent direction, which will certainly generate tremendous advantages by saving the girl child and educating her to reach as high as humanly possible. Ensuring complete safety and full protection of honor and dignity of every girl and a woman in the public transports is a must wherever a girl and a woman go, for which the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman is the supreme pathway. As of now, public transports in majority of the urban areas is not very safe for a girl and a woman, as they have to face sexual harassment again and again in the overcrowded buses, in the jam-packed metros, as well as in the overfull trains. In addition, a girl and a woman have to also face other forms of violence in the passenger buses, metros, and the trains, such as theft of their purses, mobile phones, etc. If truth be told, mostly a girl and a woman do not have easy access to the safe and cheap transportations in urban areas and semi-urban areas. So in the case of passenger buses, it is very essential that the passenger bus transport authorities must ensure the safety and protection of honor and dignity of a girl and a woman in the passenger bus under every circumstance. It has been noticed that the reserved seats for ladies only in the passenger bus are not only fully occupied, but also many more girls and women in the passenger bus have to stand in the overcrowded bus, which often provides opportunity to bad elements in the overcrowded passenger bus to indulge in sexual harassment again and again, theft of purses and mobiles. Therefore, the passenger bus transport authorities need to give their topmost attention to the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman, to not only sufficiently increase more number of reserved seats for ladies only in the passenger bus so as to ease the overcrowded situation in the passenger bus, but also run whole passenger buses at the peak hours exclusively for ladies only, to completely avoid the sexual harassments, theft of purses and mobiles of the girls and women in the passenger bus. Similarly, in metros, it has been seen that large number of girls as well as women are traveling through the metros because of its cleanliness, spaciousness, air conditioning and high speed. But at the same time, due to jam-packed metros, large number of girls and women in the metro also face a lot of uneasiness, discomfort and problems such as sexual harassment and theft of mobiles. Thus, considering an ever-increasing huge rush of girls and women in the metro stations, only one reserved coach for ladies only in the whole metro is virtually not at all helpful because of the clear reason that larger number of girls and women cannot be accommodated in the one reserved coach for ladies only in the metro. So in view of the discomforts, problems and difficulties being already faced by the majority of girls and women in the metro, it is very much imperative that the metro authorities to give their highest priority to the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman for increasing more number of reserved coaches for ladies only in the metro so as to ease the jam-packed situation as well as to avoid the sexual harassment and thefts. Also in railway trains, it has been observed that the trains are mostly overfull because of which girls and women also face lot of troubles and problems of sexual harassment as well as thefts of their expensive belongings in the trains. Thus, for the safety and protection of honor and dignity of a girl and a woman, it is very much essential for the Indian Railways to devote their whole energy on the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman, to add more number of trains so that a girl and a woman should be able to travel easily and comfortably without sexual harassment and thefts of their valuable belongings in the trains. All the more, Indian Railways must also make certain that the railway staff such as rail ticket checkers, attendants, guards and catering boys in the train must also be very polite, especially to an elderly woman of above 70 years of age, besides giving full respect to every girl and a woman in the train under every circumstance. Further, Indian Railways must ensure that only lower berth in the coach of the train is allotted to the elderly woman of above 70 years of age. No matter what, Indian Railways must not allot middle berth or upper berth to an elderly woman of above 70 years of age because it is extremely tiring and completely exhausting for an elderly woman to occupy the middle berth or upper berth in the coach of the train. So, as a result of truly performing the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman by the public bus transport authorities for increasing more number of reserved seats for ladies only in the passenger buses as well as running the whole passenger bus exclusively for ladies only at peak hours, and also by the metro station authorities for increasing more number of reserved coaches for ladies only in the metro, and furthermore by the Indian Railways for adding more number of trains to ensure that there is no sexual harassment as well as no thefts of the precious purses, costly mobiles and expensive belongings either in the passenger buses or in the metros or in the trains shall naturally enable every girl and a woman to travel completely safely, comfortably with the full protection of honor and dignity in the public transports on the whole. on a girl and a woman is not only heartbreaking but also intolerable. Although life is not about hurting a girl and a woman, yet violent boys often commit cruelty on the innocent girls, and more shockingly, husbands commit severe acts of cruelty frequently on their wives, and that too without any fault of their wives. Especially husbands' serious injury or danger to wife's life, limb or health, use of abusive language, verbal threats, angry outbursts, and maltreatment is a serious criminal offense. Wife often faces hardships, sufferings, and injustice without any fault of hers, when in fact she fully deserves the best treatment from her husband. The cruel acts of husbands abundantly portray his highly disrespectful attitude towards his wife, when in actuality, wife is the queen of her own little world. If the husband expects his wife to be an angel in his life, then he must create a heaven for her. So for this, the husband must devote his mind, energies, and strength to change his disrespectful attitude towards his wife and immediately adhere to the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman, to ensure that the acts of cruelty on his wife are stopped instantly. Like this, the wholehearted performance of the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman by the aggressive boy and a ruthless man shall naturally bring peaceful, comfortable, smiling, and beautiful life to a girl and a woman forever. Wife's right to divorce her highly disrespectful husband. Unexpectedly, the husband started behaving in a very different manner, such as fighting with his wife on very small matters, shouting furiously on petty issues, frequently blaming the wife even when she is not at fault, often pushing her violently, slapping abusively, cruelly beating his wife on minor differences, not bothering to meet the urgent needs of the wife, not at all caring about her health-related problems, causing acute financial hardships to his wife, and thus, taken as a whole, clearly depicting the husband's extremely cruel and highly disrespectful attitude towards his wife. Unfortunately, such scenario is nerve-wracking in numerous households. Due to continuous happenings of terrible incidents coupled with almost irretrievable breakdown of their marital relationship, the wife naturally becomes very sad, stressful, and fearful. Consequently, she prefers to live alone than living in stressful and unhappy relationship with her husband. Notably, in reality, marriage is not always successful, and divorce generally occurs when the husband or wife or both have a strong desire to dissolve their marriage. Eventually, the wife helplessly takes up the matter with her disrespectful husband at the opportune time about the filing of divorce with mutual consent, so that she can live her life happily with dignity and pursue her sweet dreams. But in response, the husband cruelly and arrogantly rejected his wife's stance of mutual consent divorce. Having no other practical option, the wife in such circumstances prepares to file a divorce petition against her cruel husband on the ground of cruelty under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, including her claim for maintenance from her highly disrespectful husband. When the husband got the drift of her wife's intention of filing a divorce petition against him along with a claim of maintenance from him, then her disrespectful husband quickly jumped to politely assure his wife with a good heart about amending his highly disrespectful attitude by devotedly performing the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman every time, so much so that he will always be respectful to her, will always be loyal, will never humiliate her, and will always be caring as well as kind to her. In truth, the positive mindset of the husband can certainly generate positive results. On receiving clear-cut assurance from her husband that he will immediately amend his highly disrespectful behavior to make her life comfortable, joyful, healthy, lovely, thereupon his wife gladly drops the idea of divorcing her husband with the positive thought that every new day has the chance to make better life. Thus, the entire matter of divorce is closed by the wife against her highly disrespectful husband at the beginning of the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman. Similarly, the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman can greatly help in closing the thousands and thousands of languishing divorce cases, which will not only provide respect, comfort, happiness, honor, and dignity to the unhappy, stressful, and tortured wives, but also simultaneously reduce vastly large number of divorce cases in the already heavily loaded courts. Indecent representation of women. High time it is stopped. Indecent representation of woman is the depiction of the figure of a woman, her form or body or any part thereof, in such a way to have the effect of being indecent or derogatory to women. Undoubtedly, all the boys and men must believe in decency and properly give requisite respect to a girl and a woman at all times. But despite this, it has often been observed that when even no apparent purpose is served, the advertisements carry pictures with undue exposure of a female figure. As a result, the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986 was passed to ensure that no indecent representation of women takes place in any manner. But sadly, the advertisement of cars, scooters, domestic appliances, electric inverters, shaving appliances, and everything and anything with indecent women figures in various posters as well as poses still continue to be used. Not merely an individual, but sometimes a corporate body also commits the offense of indecent representation of women. The law alone is not enough to root out this social evil. It is thus a burning need that the disrespectful men must change their bad mentality so that there is absolutely no indecent representation of women at any point of time. Conclusively, decent follow-up of the best respectful vision of always be respectful to a girl and a woman by the disrespectful men shall clearly show that no woman is being shown as sexual objects in films, advertisements, and holdings, as well as not causing any humiliation to femininity. the greatest respect, wholeheartedly salute to every girl and every woman in the whole world. Thanks for watching this video of Always Be Respectful to a Girl and a Woman series. Indeed, your watching my whole video contributes to the respect that must be accorded to all girls and women. Please continue to keep watching my further next videos of Always Be Respectful to a Girl and a Woman series. Thanks.